losing hurts worse than winning feels good. You've all won and you've all won big. But even Joe, who was 4 for 4 in Super Bowls, you lost some NFC title games to the Giants. Those were tough losses. Is it true that losing hurts worse than winning feels good?
You want to be perfect when you walk on the field. Everybody's going to tell you what you do right. You only learn to get better from looking at the things you do wrong.
To this day, we're going for a winning score and I throw an interception. And I can't put that out of my mind for some reason.
2009, we had a real good football team. We went 11-5, got in the playoffs, get into overtime, we win the toss. Second play, deep pass to Greg, I missed him for a touchdown. And then I fumbled the next play, they run back for a touchdown.
Rodgers dropping back, in trouble. Rodgers hit, ball came out, We're going to New Orleans!
That's probably the lowest feeling you can have.
We got kind of greedy for the years that we were together and following Joe. We were always in the mix. My most vivid memories, those championship games, those games that you feel like we should have had, or and the mistakes that you made. I think that it probably comes from the idea that you didn't ever think about losing them.
We strive for that perfection.
Just complete control of the offense, precision, knowing where the third and fourth receivers are. And it's a clinic. Joe Montana, his third Super Bowl MVP award.
We want to be perfect. We don't even want the ball to hit the ground. If we could complete 100% of passes.
Bill would put the game plan in on Wednesdays. And so I'd come in and I'd get it, they'd hand it to you, and I had about 15 minutes before the meeting started, and I'd be memorizing, because the coach is going to ask you questions, and I'd be memorizing it, and then Bill would come in and ask a question, and Joe would say, oh, that's this and that. I'm like, what the, how do you do that, And I got more and more frustrated, like, how do you, and then finally I talked to Mike Holmgren, the coach, I go, how does he knows everything. He goes, well, because he gets it faxed to him on Tuesday night. And so I'm like, well, fax it to me too, would you? There's no angle that Joe didn't.
What's a fax machine?
You were this close to literal perfection, to 19-0 in a season where you threw 50 touchdown passes, and it slipped away on one of the most incredible plays in Super Bowl history. You could be, through no fault of your own, 5 for 5 instead of 3 for 5 in Super Bowls. How much time do you spend thinking about that?
All the time. No. Oh God, do we really have to talk about it?
Well, the other guys did.
Yeah, no. Well, that was an incredible year, and I wish we could have finished the deal, but we didn't. If you do have a little bit of perspective, the following year, for example, I hurt my knee and I didn't get to play, for the entire year. 9, 10, 11, the last 3 years. After the season, I go, you know what? At least I played the whole year. And I think now I do appreciate it a lot more than I ever have, because I realize it could be gone. It really could be. This could be my last year. I sure has got to hope it's not. But, if it is, then, at least you laid it all out there.
Guys, start competing, man. Start playing to the fire, all of us. We are not finished. We are not finished, fellas. Rise up. Hey, take it to another level, right?
I'm going into my 13th year, and I still get treated like I'm a rookie.
Yeah, a lot of time.
2 timeouts, a lot of time. We got the ball in the third quarter, so let's get some points here and put these away.
Let's get this, huh? Championship play right here, fellas.
Let's go. Let's go.
When your own personal situation becomes bigger than what the team situation's about, then you don't really fit in. We had practice on a Tuesday. Wednesday morning we come in, and they're always called Belichick lowlights.
I don't want to be talking about that during the game. I'll set my piece on that now, but I'm just saying it's football time, fellas. Let's get into it.
He never really shows highlights in the morning, but the next day you come in, he has practice, from the day before it. Basically what not to do. So there I am to start the tape off, myself dropping back, throwing a hitch, easy pass, and I throw it in the dirt. And he goes, yep, that's it, Brady. Fire it in the dirt. Foxborough High School could complete this pass. We can't even complete a hitch. Now, his words are, I really can't use those here.
But I'm telling you, if we call this, you better get it.
In some ways, I sit in my chair and I'm like, doesn't he know? I mean, I've been with him. We had 3 Super Bowls, and all, every bit of pride in you wants to fight that. And then you leave to me, you say, you know what? I'm glad he did it. Because if he can do it to me, he can do it to anybody. And I don't have to be that guy. I just have to show up and work hard and do my job, and then Coach Belichick will coach those guys. And, you know, a lot of it, like I said, comes back to putting the team first. And if you do that, then, you know, we could be pretty successful.